Imagine a quaint little town untouched by the chaos of the world until one day everything changes. The town, a serene haven, brimming with charm and simplicity, its streets echoing with the harmonious hum of its inhabitants, a place where everyone knows everyone, where life, like a gently flowing stream, moves with an unhurried pace. But then the harmony is shattered. The town wakes to the chilling news of a gruesome discovery. The beloved local baker, the heart and soul of this tight-knit community, is found lifeless in his own bakery. The scene is not just horrifying, it's peculiar, raising more questions than answers. His demise isn't ordinary, it's strikingly bizarre. The air fills with a thick dread, a sense of unease descends over the town. The question that lingers in the air like a ghost is chillingly simple, yet profoundly disturbing. Who would want to harm such a beloved figure, and why in such a strange manner? As the investigation begins, peculiar clues start to surface. The local sheriff, a grizzled man of long winters and hard truths, stumbles upon an enigmatic trail of breadcrumbs. Cryptic notes, each one more chilling than the last, are scattered haphazardly at the crime scene. Each note, penned in an eerily meticulous handwriting, hints at a different townsperson, casting a long shadow of doubt and suspicion over the once close-knit community. Like a chilling wind sweeping through the town, the revelation sends tremors of unease among the townsfolk. The once tranquil streets now echo with hushed whispers and darting glances. The air is heavy with suspicion, the quiet murmur of gossip, and the unspoken fear that the murderer could be anyone, could be anywhere, even hiding in plain sight. The narrative unfurls, each thread pulling the noose tighter around the town's collective consciousness. The local butcher, a burly man with a ready smile, the elderly librarian with her spectacles perched precariously on her nose, the reclusive artist, his canvases a whirlwind of color and emotion, each one a potential suspect, each one with a seemingly ironclad alibi. The butcher was seen at the market at the time of the murder, haggling over the price of fresh produce. The librarian, ensconced in her fortress of books, had a room full of witnesses. The artist, in his solitary retreat, was miles away, his only company the untouched canvas and the relentless tick-tock of the clock. With each alibi checked, each suspect crossed off the list, the sense of dread grows. It's like a dark cloud hanging over the town, a puzzle that refuses to be solved, a riddle wrapped in a mystery. The clues are there, yet they lead nowhere. Could the murderer be smarter than they thought, clever enough to leave a trail that leads to everyone but them? Or is there something more, a piece of the puzzle they've overlooked, a secret hiding in the shadows? With every innocent proved, the mystery deepens. Who is the murderer hiding among them? In the midst of confusion and fear, the town is on edge. Trust is a luxury they can no longer afford. Amid the swirling rumors and whispered accusations, a sinister fog of suspicion begins to envelop the once idyllic community. Every smile now conceals a question, every handshake a doubt. The bonds of friendship are strained, and the ties that bind families are stretched thin. The town's sheriff, a man of humble origins and a stalwart pillar of the community, finds himself in the eye of this growing storm. His brow is furrowed, his eyes weary from sleepless nights spent poring over the scant clues. The pressure is mounting, a heavy weight on his broad shoulders. Every tick of the clock echoes in his mind, a constant reminder of the killer still at large. He turns the clues over in his mind, attempting to piece together a jigsaw puzzle with far too many missing pieces. A bloodied kerchief, a cryptic note, a shattered locket. Each clue seems to lead only to another dead end, another unanswered question. The sheriff, once a beacon of hope, is now a symbol of the town's despair. The whispers grow louder, the stares more pointed. Is he capable of solving this mystery, or is the killer one step ahead? Meanwhile, the town's inhabitants live in a state of perpetual unease. Doors that once remained open are now bolted shut. Conversations, once filled with laughter and camaraderie, are now hushed, punctuated by fearful glances over shoulders. The children, once the embodiment of joy and innocence, now play under the watchful gaze of anxious parents. The town, once a picture of unity and peace, is now a fractured mirror reflecting fear and mistrust. As the sun sets and the shadows grow longer, the dread deepens. The murderer is still out there, cloaked in the anonymity of the crowd. The question on everyone's lips, a haunting refrain, echoes through the silent streets. Who can we trust? The once peaceful town is now a hotbed of fear and mistrust. Will they ever find the murderer? Just when all hope seems lost, a shocking revelation casts everything in a new light. In the heart of the chaos, where the puzzle pieces of this chilling mystery lay scattered, a crucial piece of evidence emerges from the shadows. It's a revelation that will tie all the cryptic notes together, a discovery that will send a shiver down the spine of the most hardened detective. A crumpled note, one that had been overlooked in the initial investigation. A hastily scribbled confession, a chilling admission of guilt. The note reads, "The devil is not as black as he is painted." A phrase so cryptic yet so revealing. It suggests that the villain of our tale is not who we've suspected all along. As the detectives piece together the puzzle, the picture that emerges is one of shocking betrayal. The murderer is revealed to be someone completely unexpected, someone who until now had been overlooked because of their stature in the community. A respected figure, a pillar of the society, who had skillfully worn the mask of normality while hiding a dark secret. Imagine the shock that ripples through the town as this revelation sinks in. The friendly neighbor, the trusted friend, the admired leader, a cold-blooded murderer. The one who walked among them, shared their joys and sorrows, all the while carrying the weight of a heinous crime. The horror of this revelation is not just in the identity of the murderer, but in the realization of the deception. The depth of the betrayal cuts through the heart of the community like a knife through butter. Trust, once broken, is difficult to mend. The innocence of the town once lost is impossible to regain. An ominous silence hangs over the town as the news spreads. The faces that once held smiles are now etched with fear and disbelief. The streets that once echoed with laughter are now silent, as if mourning the loss of their innocence. In a twist no one saw coming, the murderer is finally unmasked. The once peaceful town will never be the same again.